As winter approaches, the orchard quiets, but this is a crucial time for peach growers. Peaches are more sensitive to cold than apples or pears, and a harsh winter can damage both the harvest and the tree itself. Winterizing is more than a chore. It's essential stewardship to ensure a healthy, productive tree next season. By insulating roots, protecting bark, and timing pruning right, you shield your trees from winter's harshest elements. Let's walk through the key steps to help your peach trees not just survive, but thrive. The right preparation now means a sweeter, more abundant harvest come summer. Mulching is the first line of defense for your peach tree's roots, acting as a protective blanket that shields them from the harshest winter conditions. It's a simple practice, but it can make all the difference between a thriving tree and one that struggles to survive the cold months. Use organic materials like straw, shredded leaves, or wood chips. These not only insulate and enrich the soil, but also break down over time, feeding beneficial microbes and improving soil structure. As they decompose, they add nutrients that help your tree grow stronger each year. Avoid fresh manure or green compost, which can generate heat and disrupt dormancy. These materials may seem rich, but their decomposition process can actually harm your tree's roots by creating excess warmth or even burning sensitive tissues. Apply a 4 to 6-inch layer of mulch in a wide donut shape, keeping it a few inches away from the trunk to prevent disease and rodent damage. This gap is crucial. Mulch piled against the trunk can trap moisture and invite pests or fungal infections. Extend mulch out to the drip line, which is the area beneath the outermost branches, to protect the entire root zone. This ensures that all the roots benefit from insulation and moisture retention, not just those closest to the trunk. Mulch stabilizes soil temperature and conserves moisture, reducing winter drought risk. It acts as a buffer against sudden temperature swings, which can stress roots and cause damage during freeze-thaw cycles. Apply mulch after the first light frost but before the ground freezes. This timing is important because it helps lock in soil warmth and moisture, giving your tree the best possible start for winter dormancy. This timing ensures roots are protected before severe cold sets in and prevents rodents from nesting in the mulch too early. By waiting until after the first frost, you also discourage pests from making a home under the mulch. In spring, gently pull mulch back from the trunk to help the soil warm up. This allows the tree to wake up naturally with the season and reduces the risk of rot or disease at the base. Mulching is a simple, high-impact step for winterizing your peach trees. It's an easy task that can be done in an afternoon, but the benefits last all season long. It takes little effort but pays off with healthier, more resilient trees. Well-mulched trees are better able to withstand winter stress, bounce back in spring, and produce more fruit. Don't skip this step. Your future harvest depends on it. The care you give your trees now will reward you with juicy, abundant peaches when summer arrives. Let the mulch do its work all winter long, quietly protecting your trees until the warmth of spring returns. The trunk of your tree is especially vulnerable during winter, particularly to a condition called sun scald. This type of damage occurs when the sun warms the bark on cold, sunny days, only for temperatures to plummet again at night. The rapid temperature swings can be harsh, causing the bark to expand and contract quickly, which leads to injury. Sun scald can crack the bark, leaving open wounds that make it easy for pests and disease to invade. Young trees, with their thinner bark, are especially at risk, but even mature trees can suffer if left unprotected. To prevent this, protect trunks with commercial tree wraps or plastic guards. Start at the base of the trunk and spiral the wrap upward, making sure to cover the area up to the first set of branches. This creates a barrier that shields the bark from sudden temperature changes. When securing the wrap, do it gently, never too tight. The goal is to protect, not constrict, so the tree can continue to grow and breathe naturally throughout the winter. Choose light-colored wraps or guards, as these reflect sunlight and help keep bark temperatures more stable. Dark materials can actually absorb heat and make the problem worse, so always opt for white or pale colors. If you don't have a commercial wrap on hand, burlap can work as a temporary solution. Just be sure to remove it promptly in spring, as it can trap moisture and encourage rot or fungal growth if left on too long. Another effective method is to paint the trunk with diluted white latex paint. This simple step reflects sunlight, prevents excessive warming, and is especially useful for young fruit trees or those in open, sunny locations. Install your chosen protection in late autumn before the daily freeze-thaw cycles begin. This timing ensures your tree is shielded before the harshest conditions arrive. As soon as spring arrives and growth resumes, remove the wraps or guards. This prevents moisture from building up under the wrap, which could attract pests or cause disease. Taking these simple steps can prevent long-term damage, helping your tree maintain strong, healthy bark and supporting its overall health for years to come. Make trunk protection a regular part of your annual winter garden preparations. It's a small investment of time that pays off with healthier, more resilient trees. Even just a few minutes spent wrapping or painting trunks can save you from major headaches down the road, giving you peace of mind through the coldest months. Remember, healthy bark means a stronger, more productive tree, one that will reward you with beauty and fruit for many seasons to come. Even in winter, peach trees need moisture to survive. Water deeply a few weeks before the ground freezes, after leaves drop but before hard frost. Use a soaker hose for slow, deep saturation. Aim for 12 to 18 inches into the root zone. Well-hydrated trees are more resilient to cold and temperature swings. Avoid overwatering. Soggy soil can suffocate roots and cause more harm than good. During dry, mild spells, check soil moisture and water on above-freezing days if needed. Young trees are especially vulnerable to winter drought. Monitor them closely. The goal soil that's moist but not wet, like a wrung-out sponge. Check moisture by digging a few inches away from the trunk. Proper hydration before dormancy is a key tool for winter survival. Don't overlook this step. Water is as important as warmth. A little attention now means healthier growth in spring. Pruning peach trees at the wrong time can do more harm than good. Never prune in autumn. Fresh cuts invite disease and stimulate growth that won't survive winter. Wait until late winter or very early spring, just before buds swell. This timing allows wounds to heal quickly as growth resumes. Use this opportunity to remove dead, damaged, or diseased wood, the 3 Ds. Focus on creating an open center shape for sunlight and airflow. Remove crossing branches and vigorous upright shoots. Prune about 1/3 of last year's growth to encourage new fruiting wood. Be patient. Timing is everything for a healthy, productive tree. Let your trees rest until the right moment. Smart pruning sets the stage for a bountiful harvest. Sometimes, extreme cold threatens even well-prepared peach trees. Commercial orchards use wind machines to mix warmer air down to tree level, but that's not practical for home growers. For home orchards, overhead sprinklers can protect buds. Continuous water forms ice that insulates and keeps bud temperatures at 32 degrees Celsius. Never stop sprinklers until temperatures rise, or you risk more damage. For small trees, cover them with frost cloth or blankets supported by a frame, extending covers to the ground. Add a string of incandescent lights or a bucket of warm water under the cover for extra warmth. Remove covers in the morning to prevent overheating. These emergency steps require vigilance but can save your crop from a late freeze. Use them only when a severe frost threatens. Sometimes, a little extra effort means the difference between a lost harvest and a basket of peaches. The right site is the foundation for peach tree survival. Where you plant your tree will determine not only how well it grows, but also how much fruit it produces and how resilient it is to weather and disease. Taking the time to select the best possible location is one of the most important decisions you'll make as a grower. Choose a spot with excellent drainage and good air circulation. Avoid low, wet areas and heavy clay. Poor drainage can lead to root rot and other diseases, while stagnant air encourages fungal problems. If your soil is heavy, consider building a raised bed or amending it with organic matter to improve drainage. A gentle, south or east-facing slope is ideal, keeping trees above frost pockets and maximizing sun exposure. Slopes help cold air drain away from your trees, reducing the risk of frost damage in spring when blossoms are most vulnerable. Elevation helps avoid late spring frosts and promotes airflow, reducing disease risk. Higher ground also tends to warm up earlier in the day, giving your trees a head start each morning. Don't plant near solid walls or dense thickets that block air movement. Good airflow is essential for keeping leaves dry and healthy, which helps prevent many common peach tree diseases. Peach trees need at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily. The more sun your tree receives, the better its growth, fruit set, and flavor. Avoid shaded spots, especially those shaded by buildings or large trees. Observe your property. Track sun, water flow, and air movement before planting. Spend a few days watching how sunlight moves across your yard and where water tends to collect after rain. This careful observation will help you avoid future problems. The best spot may not be the most convenient, but it's worth the effort. Sometimes the ideal location is farther from your house or garden path, but your tree's long-term health and productivity will make the extra steps worthwhile. Good site selection means less winter stress and healthier trees. Trees in the right spot are better able to withstand cold snaps, wind, and even heavy snow, bouncing back quickly each spring. Invest time in choosing the right location. It pays off for years. A well-chosen site reduces maintenance, increases yields, and makes caring for your tree much easier in every season. A well-sited tree is easier to protect and more likely to thrive. You'll find winterizing, watering, and pruning all go more smoothly when your tree is in the right place. Start right, and every winterization step becomes more effective. With the right site, your peach tree will reward you with years of beauty, shade, and delicious fruit. Not all peach trees are equally cold hardy. Choose varieties suited to your climate. Know your USDA hardiness zone and select trees rated for your area or colder. Pay attention to chilling requirements. Northern growers need high chill, late blooming varieties like Reliance or Contender. These bloom later, avoiding damaging spring frosts. Look for varieties with strong bud hardiness such as Intrepid or Madison. Consult local nurseries or extension services for proven performers in your region. The right variety is your first defense against winter loss. Cold-hardy trees make all your winter prep more effective. Choose wisely at planting, and you'll enjoy years of reliable harvests. Genetics matter. Set yourself up for success from the start. A resilient tree is the best partner for your orchard. As you finish winter prep, you're investing in next season's success. Mulching, wrapping, and watering now ensure your trees emerge strong in spring. Use winter to inspect for pests or disease and address issues early. Share your experiences and questions in the comments. Let's learn together. Every season is a new opportunity to grow, both fruit and knowledge. Here's to a healthy orchard and a sweet, abundant harvest ahead.